Yo, what's up, everybody? Let me know how the audio is, if you don't mind. What's in the box? What's up, buddy? Hunter, what's up, dude? Let's see. Yeah. Shrink this down for a sec. Boom. We'll open up this real quick. Yo, what's up, Bob? What are you guys doing? I just forgot to sign into something real quick. I like to use while I stream. So just give me 1 second here. Audio is good and everything like that. Do your second voiceover video, XRT unboxing, and did get some pretty harsh reactions. Hey, dude. It is what it is, dude. Just keep doing what you like to do, man. Audio is good. Appreciate it. Again, I need to get another one of these for inside. The mic I use. I was looking at them today on Amazon. Because again, this is mostly an RC channel, but it's called Chef Beardsley. I'm gonna incorporate some more of like what else I like to do. So there's gonna be like random game streams. You might see a video of me in my woods, just setting up trail cameras, tractor stuff. You know, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit because as much as I like doing the RC videos, I get a little like complacent and kind of bored with them. Don't get me wrong, I love RC cars, but like I kind of want it to be Chef Beardsley. You know, again, most of it's going to be RC, but I want like a little bit of everything I do on there. You know, not easy free speaking with a timer and four line. Yeah, I can only imagine, dude. It's like my review videos; they're all just off the cuff. I kind of just hit like go and just I don't think about it. I just go. Let me close this back garage door a little bit. Hopefully that's better. It's a little blown out, but not as bad. Keep up the gaming stuff. Love it. Maybe we can stream together someday. Yeah, that'd be cool, dude. Can't see picture. I know other people can see picture. You might want to. I just closed the back garage door a little bit, so it's not as blown out. But I'm gonna do organization, so I'm gonna be using my other cameras, so you'll see that. Because my workbench is an absolute freaking mess, dude. I don't have a mini XRT yet. And then that's on your end, dude. We because other people, you guys see video, right? Might be an issue on your end, Hunter. His stream health is good. I have video out. I'm pretty sure other people would say they couldn't see me. What's up, Spike? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, I'll show you why I'm doing the this live while I organize a chat with you guys. I was just gonna start organizing, but I was like, hey, you know what? Let me do a live and chat with you guys. We'll talk RC and whatnot while I organize. Video's good. Appreciate it, Earl. How you doing, Earl? How's life, dude? I'll show you guys the mess that we're gonna be working with today. This is like the corner of just stuff gets thrown there. This is Star Knight MT, the people that have been I've been doing videos for the side by side parts I got. They sent me like a little goodie bag with stickers, a shirt with their logo on it. I actually have a video I had to film for them for the rearview mirror they sent me. But yeah, so we got all that mess over there, just randomness here, just stuff on the magnet there, my beer belt that holds like 6 beers, then all this stuff. It's like I do this like once every few months, and then it's good, and then it just becomes dog poop again. And then you don't even want to see this. This is just from wrenching, and I just toss stuff back in. Look at it. That used to be organized. Now it's just a mess. So I actually might tackle this drawer first. That's just like when I'm done, I just kind of push everything back in there. These are manuals. That's just a random drawer, empty, kind of. And then stock RTR controllers. This is like screwdrivers, not that bad. This is like battery tester, like little random stuff, connectors, program cards. And then this is just like hammers, some drill bits, and stuff like that. Earl, how do you like Italian? I gotta go watch that video after this. How do you like it so far? New Italian is a ripper. Yeah, it looks like it's badass. Um, we got the Varmint Getter 9000 I built. Don't want to show that too much on YouTube. I'm not sure how crazy they are still about that stuff. But like when I go out into the woods or walk around and stuff, I take that with me. It's a decked out 22 LR with a quiet maker on top. Just in case I see a rattlesnake or something. Uh, Evasive species, if you know what I mean. Well built for sure. Yeah, it's definitely looks sick, dude. I'll have to watch your video after this. But yeah, dude, you gotta see the mess that thing's up against. It's uh, it's weird. I know where everything is, but dude, it's a mess right now. I gotta keep it nice. Yeah, the RC room, yeah, dude. So I think we're gonna start with the toolbox on top. This is the stock barrel that came off of that varmint killer I made. I got a bull match grade bull barrel threaded, so I can put a quiet maker on it. It's all legal, all of it. It's all paper. So yeah, like this is just pretty much unacceptable. This is just insane. I've been putting it off, putting it off, and putting it off. So what I normally like to do is kind of just take the stuff that's sitting on top. This is what I use to put on my fifth scale tires, low breaker bar with a 24 mil socket. I have a deep well and a short well, and give it a good. And I never have tires come off because the ones they come with, like these, are okay, but I like to put some leverage in there to really get them going. Man, little file set. Mess, dude. This is just for me finishing and just throwing stuff in here. You're wrenching and cleaning RCs. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a mess, dude. And like I said, I do this every few months. I'm like, I'm gonna keep it nice, and then I don't keep it nice. And the amount of times I look for vice grips, and here's 3 already. Yeah, channel locks. More channel. Put those over there. Easy start. Manual for tire breaker. I got tire mount kit. Spring clip plier. What is this called? Spring for the, you know, what I'm talking about. These things. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit. This screw set we're gonna put up here. This can go in the little toolbox from Harbor Freight. These easy out bits have been killer. I think they were like $15 at Lowe's. I use these when something's super stripped out and I can't get it out. That gets it out, I would say, about 90% of the time. Little handle for my mini, my small files. I don't even know why this is in here, 27 mil. Probably for when I was working on the mini bike. It's still all a mess up in no time. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it happens. This can go to the screwdriver drawer. Here's my center punch. Super handy to have a center punch. This is actually a really nice um tire tool. It's an Arma. It's all metal. I'm not sure what this came with. I might have came with the Creighton 8S when I made that into a Mega Creighton. This is one of the nicest tire tools that came with an RC car. It's all metal because most of the time they're plastic like this, and they're okay. But this is actually a really nice one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm always looking for these drums for my Dremel. I actually needed one of these the other day. I ended up just using a file. Countersink, more bits. These can go in the little toolbox. I'm a big fan of these mini toolboxes from Harbor Freight for some of this stuff. A lot of my Allens and stuff are in those. I think we're gonna just start left to right. The pick can go into the mini toolbox. Key handles, boom. This is a puller for flywheels on the fifth scales. This is actually super upsetting. This is one of those like expensive cutting wheels for a Dremel. I was like, oh, let me spend the money on one and let me see how good it is. It takes forever to cut anything with it. Like it lasts longer, but it's for metal. I'd rather just use the ones that don't last as long. Like they cut like twice as fast. Um, so it's kind of a waste, at least for what I use it for. But I figured, what the hell? Let me try it. I won't be getting another one of those. There. I can go screwdriver box, X-Acto knife. Like I can see remnants of it used to be um, organized. Here's my little temp gun. Still works. This is M2C for their motor mount setup on the XRT and the Red Cat Vigilante. You put this on there, and you can tighten or loosen this, and it'll lift the motor up and down. And then when you find your perfect mesh, you tighten it, and you can just take this off. It's actually a pretty cool little design they made. Bro, what are you gonna do with that Italian? You're gonna take to a skate park, to your bash spot? Like, what's your plans with it? Are you gonna turn it into a speed car? Keep it like it is? Just curious. These are for this. Where did I put that? Where's my snap ring pliers? Oh, right here in front of my face. Because these came with other kind of ends for snap rings. So I'll keep those all together. Move this down here like so. These I like to keep around these little Allens, but I got so many of them. These real tiny ones I like to leave right here because some of those set screws get real small, just easy to find. But a lot of these I like RTR ones, random like pieces of furniture come with them and stuff. I would make a nice speed car. Yeah, it would. I think. Not sure. Some sort of ground pounder RC for now. Try and get some speed out of it. I think. Yeah, I've seen a few people hitting like high 60s, low 70s. I didn't really watch any videos. I just kind of seen thumbnails. I'm holding out for bigger rigs. I know they have to be working on something big. Like I really debated getting Italian, but I was like, hold off, chef. They might have something in the works, something bigger. Because I do like the 6S rigs. I really think that's a perfect sweet spot for stuff. But I really want a new big rig, man. So I'm hoping that they have something in the works. I'm not made of money. I can't buy everything that comes out, you know? Got to pick and choose. It was really hard not to get one, though. I really debated it. You want to track it? Oh, like make it, like take it on a track, you mean? I got blow my nose. Most expensive tissues ever. A new X Max would be cool. Complete new rig and a better remote. I was looking at X Maxes, honestly. I would love to get another one. Because you guys know my history of my old one. But I would like to get another one at some point. But like I said, I'm holding out to see who's coming out with something big. I want another big rig. These bits can go in the toolbox up top. See, this is why I have so much shit laying around. I keep stuff like this. Like, I know what it's for. It's for a hitch lift, and I took it apart for a reason. But there's like, why would I need to keep this? I don't know, but it might come in handy one day. So much stuff. These little Traxxas wrenches come in handy quite often for more than just Traxxas rigs. Oh, this is my starter for the Savage. I made because the one I had I broke, so I just cut a Allen wrench I had down. This is my deep well for the recessed rims on fifth scales. I do recommend these for fifth scale tires. I really do. I wouldn't don't go crazy because you'll break a rim or something, but just a little, and they're on there. There's another X-Acto knife for Ethernet wire when I make wired connections for internet. No idea. Need that. This can be a shim. Oh, I know what this is. This is for my jeweler's hammer that's in that little toolbox, little brass end. So is this. Those little jeweler's hammers come in super handy. Another one of those random, never know though. That's for the jeweler's hammer as well. Best 15 bucks I ever spent is on these long ass needle noses. That's good enough for now. Now we got all the stuff we put up here. We're gonna have to organize. Like, you gotta make it worse before you make it better. What's up, dude? Or Yuka? I know. I always say it wrong, buddy. Maybe Armor makes something like an X Max one day. I don't know, maybe. But like I said, I really, really debated getting that Italian, man. But I'm holding out. I gotta wait for big rings, man. Because my luck, I would have got it, and like 2 weeks later, they announced something big, and I'd be trying to sell stuff to try to get it. That's what I did with my sledge I had. I loved the sledge. It was a really good truck, but they announced the XRT, and I ended up selling the sledge to my buddy Brian to get the XRT. Yeah, exactly. Got to make sure it doesn't come off. Is that right? Yeah. No, I know. I always do that, man. I'm sorry. So again, these little mini toolboxes for Harbor Freight are a godsend for all my RC tools. I have all my Allen wrenches in here, my little jeweler's hammer, picks, real small wrenches and stuff for really small things. Backup stuff, my tire or my shock tool, my handle for my DDM bits. These are actually way handier than I thought they'd be. And then I got one back there for all my GoPro stuff, and then one right here for all my soldering stuff, and then two back there. One is all like servo stuff and extra servos. That's like just randomness. It has carburetors, extra um, razor blades, and like stuff like that in it. They're actually super handy. Of course, I got green because green's my favorite color. Yeah, Sludge is awesome. Mine was RM2C out too. I got the chassis, um, and then I put a Hobby Wing setup in there. It was a beast, and like I said, no fault to the truck by any means. I love that truck, but again, I wanted the bigger truck. I like the big trucks, man. And again, not talking down on 6S because I think 6S is like a sweet spot for everybody. They're a little soft. Yeah. Um, but nobody makes like these kind of bits like, and they last quite a bit. And then once they wear out, I just buy a new set when they're on sale. And then if I ever break the ends off, I use them as a punch later. Handle can go here. And like for the price, I don't mind getting them because they'll last a few years. And then once they go on sale again, I'll get a whole new set and they last a few years. And depends how much you use them and how much you beat them up. This is my battery operated Dremel, and then I have a bigger one mounted to the wall here. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. I have like a bigger one mounted to the wall. I just took some plywood and some rubber and mounted it so I can pull it out of here if I want, but it holds it tight enough too. And then I always have the wand hooked up to it. So if I need to do something on the bench, I can just turn it on here, do my do my work down here, and then just put it right back up here when I'm not using it. Because you could buy these holders and stuff, but I was like, I'm not spending money on that. I had scrap plywood, so I cut it a little, like just enough to hold this, and then this rubber I had is actually part of a RC mat I had, like this stuff down here that I cut and then squeeze it in there. So, like I said, it's nice and tight. But if I have to, I can take it out of here if I want adjustable speed and stuff. So it's always there, ready to go. Right? Yeah, dude. Like I said, you could buy those holders, but I was like, I'm not doing that. I got redneck ingenuity on my side. I did the same thing for the shelf back here I built, which we're gonna have to organize. That becomes a catch-all though, and it's high enough where I can put the big trucks up here and there's not in the way. But it's where I keep all my shock juice, diff juice, um, glue, my earplugs for diffs, and then Loctite and stuff. But it became a catch-all when I'm working on stuff. So we're taking down. There's like a random 12 gauge shotgun um, choke in here that I need to take inside. You mean Nitro Freak? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. If that's who you're talking about, I have no idea. Try not to talk bad about anybody or make stuff up because I don't know what's going on with what. So I honestly just have no idea. I'm sure someone knows, but if they don't post about it or say it, it's none of my business. You know what I mean? You can see my um, laptop in the background. That's OBS running, and then up here is my big ass TV. So I have my stream up so I can see, talk to you guys, and then I have a software on the side so I can see what's happening in real time during my live. In case someone donates or subscribes or something, it'll pop up there. I'll see it and it'll pop up on the screen. I got that TV on sale at Walmart. It's like a 62-inch or something like that. It was super cheap, and I was like, "That's perfect," because I had like a really tiny TV up there, and it was too small to see what you guys were saying. Oh, heart attack. Yeah, hopefully he's okay, man. Like I said, I wish no bad blood on nobody. So, well, unless you're like a child toucher or something, then you could burn in hell. I hope you have a slow, painful death. But other than that, This can go down here. This is for the XRT. I gotta make sure I keep this because I couldn't find it last time I took those tires off, and I had to try to make this work. What a pain in the balls that was. So top shelf is done. Beautiful. My little brass cleaning. I'll put that in a little toolbox. Drum for the Dremel can go up here. Like good RC channels in history. Yeah. I see even the bigger guys aren't getting as many views on stuff. I just think it's part of the RC hobby though. I feel like the RC hobby is a lot of this. Like it'll be like super popular, level off, come down a little bit, take off again. I just think it's part of the hobby in general. Because I really, because it's a fun money kind of thing. It's not something you need. It's something you want to do. And if you have the extra funds, you do it. Ideally, some people get it when they shouldn't, but I feel like that's why it's so up and down. Kind of like working in restaurants when people have the money to spend to go out to eat and stuff, but the first thing they do is cut out going out to eat when they don't have money, and then they stop doing their hobbies. So I feel that's part of it. Yeah, that's why I started it. One was RC guy not stopping bothering me, telling me to do videos, and then the other part of it is once I started doing them, I just found out I like doing it. So I like doing videos in general too, though. So like even like non RC related or like that live stream of me playing a video game. I just like the whole aspect of just video stuff and live streaming. So that's why the channel is called Chef Beardsy. Because when I first started, I fully intended on doing everything I'd like to do. So again, it's going to be mostly RC related, but there'll be random gaming live streams and stuff. My pit vipers, and I don't wear these ironically like Tony, Mister CCXRC. I wear them because I like them. No, I'm kidding. Tony's a good dude. I'm just busting. But yeah, love me some pit vipers. Darcy draws to slow down as people are trying to life cost. Yeah, exactly what I said. Yeah, some of the reason is also that people don't get as much money for hearing YouTube than before and stop making videos. I don't care the money. Yeah, I don't. I make like next to nothing for videos, so I don't do it for that. I'll tell you that. Like that one live stream, I'll even tell you guys that one. Like this one will probably make 2 cents. I think. Like they're not. Well, obviously I don't have crazy views or nothing like that either. So, but yeah, the live streams don't make anything really. I just do it because I like to do the live streams to learn to cook and barbecue some good food. Yeah, I actually want to do some live streams. I did one like quick one when I was seasoning ribs at one time. I was smoking a chicken today actually. But yeah, all these little guys, man. I wonder if these will fit in here. They might. Aha. Little baby Lowe's bucket. All these random um Allens can go in here. Oscar. It's just look, it's just a bucket. He came in here thinking there's an RC car running. No barbecue today. I don't know. We'll see. The problem with that though, it would be like if I did it live, it'd be like, all right, we're gonna season and put it on, and then what? You know what I mean? You kind of sit there for hours. I don't know what to do with all these stickers. Again, these are from that side by side company. I have to film that video later for them. Put them in here, I guess. My little receiver battery for my fit scales. Breaker bar can actually go on top of the toolbox, like so. This stuff is also spray on. Good cleaner. It doesn't leave that like a residue like Simple Green does. Like I use Simple Green, but that spray on stuff doesn't leave like that residue. If you know what I mean. If you ever use Simple Green. This is the screw gun I use for I'm working on RC cars. I have the Craftsman stuff because I had the 20-volt already, so I'm kind of like just sticking with that. Pretty good. It's got the clutch. You can adjust how much strength you want, and if you put it on max, it's gonna do like I put screws and stuff with that, like for the walls. But when I'm working on RC cars, I put it pretty far down, quarter inch. It's got a good light on it. Pretty handy. I got it on sale. Like around Christmas, you can get these pretty cheap. Clean that up. I think a cooking video would do well on Chef's channel. Slap some meat and get good eats. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I need to. I should. I can do here. I can do there. I got countless chargers that I refuse to throw away, but I literally have an an Anchor one up here that has 3 USB-Cs and a regular on there, and it's a beast. It has like a touchscreen on it. I got it on sale on Amazon. It charges so fast. They're really good. I actually have one in the garage and one inside. So like I really don't have a need for these, but I can't get myself to throw them away. Random tire. It's actually a good tire. Oh, there. So up here, I got some Badlands for the buggy up here. And then obviously this is just kind of parts up here. We got blow darts for my blowgun, and then these are just for the Bajas. This is for Revos, Baja, Easy Start, brand new Easy Start, battery trays, filters for the two-stroke. These are red cap parts for the Vigilante arms and bulkheads and stuff. Um, these were the test battery trays for the Red Cap Vigilante from MTC for the battery trays. And then, yeah, we got more filters up there for the 5T. Just, yeah. And I got these metal um, pegboard, I think it's called. Yeah, metal. So if you have like, I hung obviously plywood on my walls because in my old garage or my old shed, I had like the cardboard, and over time from the humidity, they would just fall out. So when I moved here, I got metal. It does pretty good. A little behind the scenes for you guys, huh? Show you the mess I work with. It's barbecue by Bearded Chef. Just keep it Chef Beardsley. So that this can go in my Lipo ammo box. Picks for days. Focus. Focus. There we go. Sorry about that. You went to a Cajun bowl yesterday with your kids. A little spicy, but was good. Yeah, dude. You gotta love some Cajun food. Sorry, that got blurry, but it's fixed now. I don't know what, even know what this is. Oh, yeah. Keep this out of view. It's just a class I took. Yeah, Cajun food is good, man. I don't mind spice. Like as long as it's flavorful spice, it's good. If it's just spicy to be spicy, I think it's kind of a waste. Like some of those are just designed to hurt you. But there's a difference between flavor and being spicy than just being spicy. Just to be hot makes no sense to me. Let's go in here. This is just a random copper pipe I have laying around. It's for the Notorious. I need to take this. I need to take the Notorious out. I've been wanting to run that for a while. GoPros can go into the GoPro toolbox. I'll show you my GoPro toolbox, how I set that up. Another one of those mini toolboxes from Harbor Freight. Super handy, guys. I'm telling you. You love spicy? Nice, dude. Had fantastic schnitzel yesterday. Nice, dude. And this is going side. This is the original barrel from the Varmint Killer 9000. Put a match grade barrel on it. It's a beast. Super accurate. This stuff needs to go into the burn pile. We need more rain. We got like an inch of rain yesterday, and we're still in a severe drought. It's so bad, dude. Like we had fires not far from me. It's no good. I need rain really, really badly. Put this in the burn pile. There's beauty. But like this is like the catch all corner, dude. Like I got hats there still and all that shit. I got Freedom Factory hat for when I went to Armageddon a few years back. My Kubota hat I took from the Kubota dealership. Insect stickers. Like where the hell am I gonna put this stuff? That'll work right there. Hell yeah. Again, focus. beaten stick. Mobile over here. This is for the mini Creighton. I had it out the other day. I've been running that off camera quite a bit. I actually just ordered the shock shafts from M2C and the guards for the rear. Actually, before I went live, I ordered those from M2C for the mini Creighton. So probably next Saturday we'll be putting those on during the live stream. What is this? Random hose. And again, I can never get rid of USB wires. I don't know why. I have so many of them. It's like I might need them one day. I have an issue. It has potential. It has potential. Yeah, the Anker charger. I forget what it's called. I'll tell you right now. It is a Anker 140 watt. So it does 140 watts. Obviously, it has 3 USB Cs and a regular A, and has a screen on it and stuff. Tells you how much watts it's putting out on each channel and stuff. They're really good. They're built good too. Like you can really do some damage if you hit somebody with one of these. I have 2 of them. I keep one in the shop and one inside. Really good charger. I waited for it to go on sale because they could be a little pricey if they're not on sale. Yeah, I keep one near my desk inside and one on the shop bench, obviously. This is so sad. My M2C 2 mil, the newest one I had, was in that drill I showed you earlier and fell onto the ground and snapped. Sad. Nippers here. This Thermacell for when there's mosquitoes. These work really well if you need a mosquito repellent. I also have the one that you clip on your belt for when I go hunting. I used to hunt in swamps and never get bit by mosquitoes. Why I use one of those? Doesn't scare deer off or nothing like that. Has no smell. These are brackets from that speaker they sent me. Another one of those. I don't need it, but like maybe I'll need to clamp something at some day. Like these are just random parts. Like what the hell is even in these? Some rubber tube and a gasket. Oh, this is. I think this is for the Vigilante. This is an M2C shock tower for the Typhon. What's in here? Big ass Allen wrench. Support. This is for the what's it called? DBXL. That's for the DBXL. Then FID Racing. This is for the DBXL as well. Shock tower. Stems. We're going to keep those out. These here. I'm pretty sure these are for our fish scales. Yeah, Fims. We're gonna keep these. No, 6S. These look like 6S. They're too small to be 8S. These are always good to have around. You ever need to shim a diff, you got them. Was to hang that up on the pegboard. One of those little USB chargers. It's that controller for M2C. Another thing I don't need. Like, it's not even like a real spring. I'm gonna throw that away actually. This is this M2C? No. This is, what was this? Yeah, it was some kind of bracket I was messing with. Some of this stuff is like stuff I start trying to modify something, it doesn't work, and then it just sits. Drill bit. Doing a video of that charger, but looks like I didn't make that video. Of the Anker one? I bought one name I don't remember for charging DJI. Yeah, it's good all around. It'll charge your laptop and stuff because it goes up to 140 watts. So this is when I was working on a mini bike, it's for the rings on the piston, the compressor, so you can tap it into the head. So that's definitely doesn't get used often, but when you need it, it's nice to have. I should be able to use that on two strokes too, like RC phone. It goes down pretty far, like small wise. And then this toolbox, all decked out in stickers, is my solder setup. So I have the IX8s, whatever these are called, the big QS8s for my 12S rigs here. Obviously, solder, electrical tape. These are my adapters for charging that small, um, small battery for the mini Creighton. And then up here, I got a squid up here, programmer for RC, reefs, servos, adapters to charge those big QS8s. Adapter, down here is just IC5s, male and females. Keep a Sparrow Noble receiver in here. Got my solder gun, little extensions and stuff. I got flux, and I have a whole bag of these. I really haven't used them. Uh, these are XT90s and XT, what are these, 60s? I got them for cheap. I needed them for something and then haven't used them since. But if I ever need them, then yeah, these little toolboxes are really good for like this stuff. It's in particular like the solder setup. It's on point. It was not Anchor. Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah, that was my little solder setup. I had to glue my Oakleys back together. I need to go in the truck and find that other arm here. But my dog stepped on them and snapped the frames. But I took the lenses out and it's good now. But I need to find the other arm. It's in my truck somewhere. Cool rock I found. Razor blade gets thrown away. Hell yeah. No, it still looks like a mess, but it's way better than it was. Two hats. These need to go in my thing for lipos. Lipo thing out here. need to keep my lipos in a ammo box. So I believe these are these are the 6S that I run in my 12S rigs. Got the QS 8s on there, 10,000 mAh, and then we got the little lipos in here, more 4S lipos. This is a 6S Ovonic. It's been actually pretty good. Just a single 6S, and then we got the one for my gas trucks to run the receiver and servos. I put the 6S in there. And, I have another ammo. I have another ammo can of lipos as well. Similar box of lipos, nice. Yeah, I have another one with more 4S in there. I think it's mostly 4S. That Ovonic 6S though, I had two, but when I sold the Creighton, I tossed it in for the guy, and so I'm down to one of those Ovonics. But they're actually it's a pretty decent pack, dude. Actually surprised. My little torch. Super handy. This little charger can go in here. This is just junk. I don't know what this came with. It's like came with something. It might have been the Red Cat. I don't remember. But this is kind of a joke to include for a wrench. Not very good. And like, yeah, it's just trash. It's not good. Like you're better off just not even including that in the box. I forget what that came with though. I'm pretty sure it was the Red Cat. I don't remember though. So lipos. Really, we really need to get out of this drought so I can burn stuff. My box pile and like paper pile is getting out of control. I need to be able to burn stuff. Oh, this is for my earbuds. The little motor mount that used to be in the um, Outcast 8S holds an 800 kV. So it's a cradle for your motor. So instead of it, when you do big jumps hitting the chassis, it sits in here. And that's why my motor really never blew up in that thing. After all the bashes and stuff, it did crack on the side here, but the motor has never went out because of this. It saved it a lot from smashing the chassis. I keep it around because it's still usable even with that crack on the side. It's still good. This needs to be organized. This little catch-all shelf. Who knows what we're going to run into up here. So this is just super glue I use for just randomness, not tires. Obviously, it's not good for tires. This little half a syringe thing came with one of the diff oils I have, and it's super nice for that super thick diff juice. You put it in there and pull it, and you can pull it in and then push it out into a diff. So I forget what diff juice I got that came with this, but it makes a huge difference. Instead of trying to get it out with a screwdriver and stuff, you literally just suck it up and put it right in the diff. Super nice to have. These are sunglasses. Maui Jims, I think. Yeah. USB charger. I'm gonna just toss it. I have no use for it. Not good. Takes forever to charge. Like if that's all you have, it works. But brace for rear. Go with the diff juices. Another plug, a million weight. There's a big ass gear. 56 tooth, mod 1. Tensions I've been looking for. Bits. Stay here. Little snap ring. And here's my earplugs for center diffs I use. Silicone. Another Sharpie. This is for what nitro? One of the Losies I have. Brand new. And change. Loctite. Let's see. Tape don't need to be up there. Little outerwears. More Loctite. Another gear. This can go shoot up. No. A multi-tool. This is trash. For a Revo. My buddy's house key. More Loctite. My other Oakleys. This can go in there. There we go. Okay. A lot of stuff, dude. Take it easy, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in, dude. This is the diff juice that came with the Baja kit I bought. I put my own weight in there. I thought it was too thin, so I used shock oil. I used my own. It's only 5 weight and 40 weight. It's super light. Loctite here. I like to have it. I have 2 reds, 3 reds, 1 blue. I'm gonna need more blue. Again, I can't get rid of USB cables for some reason. I don't know why I'm keeping this. I can still use this. I need to order the new. This is old school filter for a Reva, and you can tell I cut holes in the side from our airflow. But it's so old, like this filter is just turning to dust. So we put super glue back up here. This can go in my parts bin for the what is it, Outcast. This can go in there as well. This little baby fan can stay up here. I don't know what that's for, but my little extensions are gonna go into the little baby toolbox. Your filters. The reason why I have this 56 tooth up here is because it won't fit in the jar. I keep 8 mil hole one mod 1 gears in because I keep them in this jar here. So these are all 8 mil mod 1. See, 8 mil mod 1. but I'm pretty sure it won't fit into the top here. Oh, yeah, getting it out will be a bear. So they keep it out for that reason. Yeah, I keep these jars for I eat pickled eggs and then clean them out, and I keep some of them for this. I have one for change. Beautiful. Sharpie can go back up here. This needs to go in my part bin. This can go with the other diff juices. This can go with my other tape on the other side of the garage. This is 5 mil, I think. Can go over here. This I can't lose. This I can't lose. That's one of those small Allens that's cut down so you can get to weird angles. Move you guys back a little bit. We're again, it looks messy, but we're making actually decent leeway. It's actually coming together a little nicer. At least this main area is. We still have the other side to do. Again, this is just, I don't know why there's change in here. Like, are they even old? 1988, 1999. Yeah, I don't know why they're in there. Page. Garbage, garbage. Oh, this is for the mini bike this outer wears. I can put that on the air filter. This is trash. I like to keep Sharpies right here because I'm always making random marks where I have to do stuff. This is going to side. This is a 12 gauge shotgun choke. Get my parts bin for the Outcast. I put this in here. This is one of those braces and the rear little skid thing. There's a parts bin for the Outcast. Keep parts obviously in here. I have these. I have skids, um, arms. These are the stock ones because I got the original Outcast IDS when it came out. So I swapped over to the EXB shocks. But I have those in there. Skids, bars, obviously, extra screws, rod ends, pins. This is a diff, so this one I put a sticker on. It says bad internals, but that external gear is fine, and the cups. So I just kept it together for that. Obviously, more plastic parts, pin retainers, tire holder owners, and we got diff covers. I have I have whole new I have front and rear bulkheads up there. One that has a diff in it already. And then we got rod ends. I have all kinds of stuff for it. Just keep her going. Bearings. fast eddy bearings in there from when I did the rebuild. Obviously, a lot of these can be used on my mega cranes, as in like the shocks, diffs, rod ends, that stuff. So keep all those in there. Little baby, like these little Allens, I like to keep right there because you don't need them often, but when you do and you can't find them, it's infuriating. This is for the Varmint Killer 9000. I have the 10 round in there right now. This we'll put on the mini bike. It came with an outerwear. I think it might fit this. Hardware on there. This needs to go inside that choke. Go back there. It's filled with just random Allens. This 27 needs to go into the big toolbox. Other side of the garage. Take a sip of water. You know, it still looks like a mess, but dude, made a big difference already. Then I got another one of these pickle egg jars with a bunch of just random screws in here. So whenever I need some, I dump this out and go through it. And then I have the top of this screwed to the bottom of one of my shelves and just screw it up into there. But yeah, it has a bunch of random bits in there, like screws and stuff. That, that, that. I think this spark plug is bad. Yeah, it's grody. I'm keeping it around though so I can order more with that part number. Then once they come in, I'll throw it away. This is the instructions for that slide carb I put onto the mini bike. Keep that in there with my other manuals. These are screws that work for motor mounts on armor trucks because they're not very good. Like for Fiskels, at least, those motor mount screws that you need to adjust for mesh. If you look at them on this strip, so I end up getting, what are these? M4 .7 by 20 mil, and they work great for the motor slide on 8S armor rigs. Because, like I said, if you look at them wrong, they strip. These are really good, and they're socket cap screws, so you get good bite with them and stuff. And you get more of those. And I have one left. Yeah, little bits, pliers. I swap cameras soon. I'm getting further away from you guys. This one might work. Yep. I'm working here now. We got this magnet here. There's random stuff stuck to it. This is my head mount for my GoPro. So in this little toolbox here, I drilled a hole in the back here. I don't know if you guys can see that right there for my GoPro chargers. So that runs up into my power strip. So these are always ready to go. And I use double-sided tape to hold them down in the mini toolbox. And then I keep my 2 GoPros up here. And then my GPS module with the RC Guy garage holder for the GPS. Then top drawer, GoPro batteries. Bottom drawers, like GoPro connectors. My little tripod / like holder. All the GoPro mounts and all that stuff are in here. I normally put the head mount in here, but for some reason I don't want to go in today. There we go. And yeah, that's my little GoPro area to hold them and charge them. Crash. This is, oh, that's for the truck I don't have anymore. This is for the XRT. I need to get a new one of these. Whole mount setup. Here. This is trash. Yeah, he's making some decent stuff. That bumper support he printed for the Outcast behind that front bumper, that's been holding up great in mine. It's impressive little. It's like printed out of that rubber stuff. Pretty good. I don't know what it's called. I'm not. I don't really know anything about 3D printing, but it holds up really well. Another random USB cable. As you can tell, this becomes a nightmare for all the random body pins I have, but I kind of like to leave them here on this magnet I have because whenever I need one, they're here. So I just kind of like leave them here for that purpose. Because some trucks are like, some of my trucks are running like one. So then I have this small Allen key I like to leave on here. This little magnet mat is definitely handy for that. And then if I'm ever taking something apart that I really need to keep track of stuff, I'll clean this off and put stuff on it. But for right now, I don't need to. A little box cutter. Yeah, it's super impressive. We got a motor mount here. On to move. Everyone wants to move. There we go. There's another just pile of mess. Drill bits I just used the other day. QQ ear protectors, Bluetooth, they're really nice. The stock chassis support for the mini Creighton It's off because obviously I have the MTC one. Again, I just ordered their shock shafts and mud guards for the rear. Tube. The stand is really nice, Echo Power. I don't use it all the time. I don't need to. When I do, it's definitely nice to have. And then like this is the foam that comes with like your when you buy like the Hobbywing or whatever Bisco motors. I like to keep this foam around because I use it as a support sometimes. If there's space underneath, especially those heavy motors, I cut a piece of this hard closed cell foam and put it underneath the motor to help support it. And it helps a lot. So it looks like trash is just sitting here, but it's super handy when you need it. Or you need to cut a little piece for like a support anywhere. So it has some give, but it's like hard enough where it's not going to be slapping the chassis. I like to keep it around. Random heat sink. One of the armor ones. This is the one I trimmed to fit on the what's it called? On the Creighton EXP, the original one. And this is just randomness. This is the XRT heatsink. This is the receiver for the what is it? Red Cat. These are just randomness. Another random stop receiver. Don't need, but we keep anyway. Let's ever run something that needs a random receiver. This, yeah, out of the way, like so. Go under here. Scope mount. I don't need right now. Who can motor need support when the motor gets damaged? Yeah, exactly. So that's why I keep that kind of foam around. Makes a huge difference night and day, because it gives it enough where it's not just completely stiff, but enough where it's not going to snap, and it makes a world of difference, man. So again, it looks like just random foam, but it's super nice. As you can tell, a piece is missing already. It's super nice to have around. This is a working ESC. I think it's from the Red Cat. I took the fan off of it to put on another ESC, but it actually works. It's still good. So I don't want to get rid of that in case I ever need an ESC for something. You use the same phone? Hell yeah, dude. Keep it around. Got some paint back here. My nitro bottle. My change jar. And I don't know if you guys can see it yet. This is that jar I showed you with all the screws in it. This main toolbox really doesn't have much. It just has some fuses for the sound bar for the side by side, and then a clutch. Some more random rubber spacers that are meant for that sound bar, but kind of has the same. Like this will be a good support or insulator for something, so I keep those for that purpose specifically. I am going to put this ESC down here though, because I ever need an ESC that works. All I have to do is add a fan. No, if it gets that hot, you have an issue. Yeah, see, if it gets that hot, you have if you have way bigger issues if that starts melting your phone. Because it's not like styrofoam; it's like a closed cell, like real hard. Their fraction, my butter salt. One of them. So this is the source. It's the fraction. It's a 1250 kb. This came from the Red Cat. Still works. So we're just gonna set. I want to put up here. If you guys can take a look, got a shelf up here. I have a shelf here that goes up behind the TV, and then a shelf up here for it has like foam filter cleaner, WD-40. It has spare bulkheads, spare center diff setup for 8S Armas bodies, and then on the very top up here is a tire shelf. So I have Fisco tires, 10 scale tires. The stock body from the 5T is up there. Those are stuff like I don't need all the time, and if I do, I'll just get a ladder out and get them because they take up a lot of room. But up there, it's not like I need them all the time. So this will reach over there. I think RC Guy is the only person I'm seeing burning motors regularly on the X Max XFE. My XRT motor burnt up. I need. I want to get another one at some point once they're back in stock. The motor. When KGM was here, it burnt up, but it wasn't his fault. It was been overheated so many times. It was time for it to actually go. Up on this shelf, we have some grits for dips. This is the eRevo remote. eRevo, because I don't run stock controllers on a lot of stuff, but some of them I do, like Notorious, the eRevo. Yeah, so I'll put those right there. Easy grabbing. Little things. Apple. Again, I have to burn boxes, but I can't yet. We're still in a severe drought, so I can't burn shit until that's over. My favorite thing, brake clean. And these are just random bits and parts, little small parts. These used to hang on my door in my old shed. But yeah, I come over here when I'm looking for stuff. I have real small screws, gears, parts for that 8XTs in there, all that stuff. Are you good? Do you need you set the temp and all? Uh, uh, nah.
Huh?
Are you good?
They're really big, so I'm putting them in. I'm heating
Yeah.
it up now.
Okay, what you set it at?
225.
Okay. I was just making sure you're good.
Huh?
I was just making sure you're good.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I turned it on. So far, so good.
Everybody say hi to Mama Beardsley. They heard you. You see Guy's motor video? Wow, that's a melted bad. No, I haven't. Dude, I've been so behind on watching videos on YouTube. I'm sorry, but most of the time when I'm not like working on my stuff, I'm on Pepperbox. It's called. It's a lot of the gun YouTubers started this thing. So like donut operators on there, fat electrician, Eli double tap and stuff, and they don't have to like edit their videos. It's their own stream software or streaming site. So I've been watching all that stuff, man. I haven't watched a lot of RC content, honestly. That was crazy. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Keep everything close. This one wasn't too bad. It was more of a just stuff was thrown over here. We have a workbench on this side. Oh. It's the mini XR, mini. What is this? Creighton, mini Creighton. Hell yeah. So, like I said, it looks like a lot, but it's way better than it was. Like that side's all cleared off. This is just some of the stuff I had to bring inside and everything. But the next thing is that stuff down here. It's going to be a nightmare. That's filled with Fisco motors, parts, all that stuff. I think that black one is. Don't even remember what's in that bin down there. And then that corner that has the a brand new Lozi, what is it? Lozi MTXL body right there, still in the bag, brand new. So that whole corner is going to be just a nightmare. It's probably got spiders in there, and I don't f around with spiders. When you think about armor putting names on the trucks and the controller, simple, but yeah, I think it's a great idea, especially for people like me, and you. Like, it's definitely nice to be like, oh, Creighton, because like if you notice, I look at my controllers, I write on them with a Sharpie. Dan, what's up, dude? I don't think I've ever seen you here before. How you doing, buddy? If you've been here before, I'm sorry, but I don't remember your name. I'm also horrible with names, so we're just doing some organization of the RC shop because I had shit everywhere, quite literally, like everywhere. But yeah, I think more companies should start doing that for sure. You got all that. That's ammo. Oh, this is one of my trail cameras. I think the memory card's back in there. Yeah. I'm gonna put this in the side by side. I'll be right back. A boom shakalaka. I've been around, just never really commented until now. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate you just even lurking, just watching. put masking tape on the bottom and write names, but over time it's hard to read. Yeah, that's why I just write directly on the controller. Because I've tried the tape thing before, but it eventually just falls off. So, at least for me. So that's that. That's that. This is pretty handy too. It's a little Ryobi bug zapper. Runs on an 18-volt battery. Works really well during the summer. If I had the garage doors open, starts getting dark, I just turn this on, and she's just like pop, 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 and then runs pretty for a pretty decent amount of time on one of their batteries. That's I got from Harbor Freight. Pretty decent actually. Um, because I'm no mechanic or nothing like that. So like when I need this kind of stuff, this is all I really need. But it's a tap and die set. They got it during one of their sales. So it pretty much has like any like pretty decent selection of taps and dies, and comes with all the tools you need to do it. I actually just used, I think it was 1032 when I was working on the Varmint Killer 9000. When I got the stock, I had to put what's it called, the sling on. I had to put sling mounts, and I had to tap the holes on the stock, and came in handy. I've used it on the mini bike motor. Sometimes on some little RC stuff. It was on sale. Honestly, super nice little set. I use notebook paper and see-through tape. Works for me. That's a good idea. Hobby man, what's up, dude? Just doing some organizing in the shop, dude. A little behind the scenes too, like to show you guys like my setup and everything. Big ass extension there. Just random parts. Big ass extension. I'd use this, I think, when I was working on the mini bike. That can go in there, like so. Yeah, or I really think more companies should do the names on the controllers for sure. This is the handle for my NX8 when I raged and threw it across the garage. Bulkhead cover for an 8S. It's actually in pretty good shape, and this is a 6S shock, I believe. Yeah, that's definitely 6S. You have about 10 trucks, some race car. I just get the Notorious Outcast. Yeah, dude, the Notorious, I love that thing. I've been wanting to run that. I'm thinking I'm going to run it today. It's such a fun truck, dude. I think like for a 6S stunt truck, nothing can touch the Notorious. Um, Creighton, a different kind of animal. It's not so much a stunt truck, which it can stunt, but yeah, you can't touch a Notorious for a 6S stunt truck, in my opinion. I kind of want to see if I can get what's it called, Kamikaze in a live stream one day to talk to him about his bashing and stuff. But he's out in Hawaii, so the time difference, we'd have to find a good time that works for both of us. And he's a busy guy besides just doing YouTube, you know? Yeah, pretty good. And then, oh, I even had this. Python Grom, just stuffed under the bench. I think the rear diff is shot in this thing. I got before they made them brushless, so I put my own brushless setup in there. There's a Hobby Wing 3S setup in there. I was actually talking to Kamikaze a couple days ago, and he sent me one of his videos of him rock crawling. I was like, man, I need to get my crawler out. He was saying how he swears rock crawling helps him with his controlling while he's bashes, because the fine tune stuff you have to do for rock crawling. He says this, he swears that it helps him bashing. Just start with that. Cast not used to the amount of power. Yeah, like the with the Creighton being that little bit longer, you wouldn't think it. Excuse me, you wouldn't think it made that much of a difference, but it does, man. It makes a real big difference. That's how I like my trucks to be. I like them to be borderline uncontrollable. This is just a nightmare here, man. Damn. We might be able to do this while we're here. I'll move you guys over so you can see what I'm going to have to deal with. Move the Varmint Killer 9000. Yeah, this is going to be a nightmare. This is the part we just cleaned up. Nice, nice. Like I said, it still looks like a lot, but it's way better than it was. A little shot of my pegboard I have up there, just parts and whatnot. And then my Dremel mount I made. And then that shelf actually extends past the TV back there. Look, Streamception. And then up there, I got my filter cleaner, all that stuff. That's for the Mini Revo, the one, Notorious, and then the other one's for the Infraction. Then we got Outcast bodies up there, some Nitro motors down there, Scotch Brite, and then the very top there is the tire shelf I was telling you about. So there's 5th scale tires up there, 10th scale tires, Mini Revo tires up there, 6S tire, and then the stock body from the 5T. Again, when I need those, I just grab the ladder. It's not like I need them all the time, so that's why I made that shelf up there. This is what I'm talking about. This shelf right here. It's gonna be a nightmare. It just has a bunch of randomness on it. When you learn air control in the Outcast, it's really good feeling. Yeah, 100%. You can make it fly flat if you want, or you can rotate on command and stuff. It's just once you learn that trigger control, I think I'm going to run a max slash for a little bit. Very nice, dude. But yeah, we got my garbage bags here. They're just crudely just thrown on top of stuff. just a mess, dude. Got my Pit Viper beer belt that holds 6 beers. Yeah. So this is just a piece of screen I like to keep. I like to put over my ESCs and stuff to keep junk from getting in them. This is a Baja pipe. This is the Blue Groove Model Sports stand that uses the rocket stand plates to hold fish scales. Here's some more Badlands. I think, yeah, these are shot. They don't have any foam in them anymore. Like this one's completely empty. This is for the Blue Groove model stand. This is KGM printed this out for me, so when I'm working on trucks, I can keep parts in them. A little tray. Swivel for the stand. This is just nitro stuff. Cutters. So, Blue Groove model stand. You go stay on the shelf. It's just a random thing. There's a Revo 3.3 down here. This is my dad's one. I actually just cleaned it all up and stuff. It's pretty much ready to go. The original Revo 3.3 when they first came out. And these are the plates that stand uses. This is for the 5T. This is for the MTXL. I'm going to organize this a little bit. So put the 5T one on top right here. This is kind of like a universal one that can work with that stand. Put that like so. These are the legs for it. Yeah, just moving those plates around made a huge difference. Nitro fuel. Still have 3 1/4 quarts of Bones Brew in here. You know, they don't even make fuel anymore. Garbage bags can go right here. Look at that. Way nicer. I'm actually going to move the fuel. Little vacuum. What's up? Hell yeah, dude. And then this bin is just pretty sure just Fiskill stuff. This is torque wrench. This is a bigger torque wrench that needs to go in a big toolbox. This is a Outcast 8S stock RTR chassis. Took it apart for parts truck someone gave to me. Another one of those trays KGM printed for me. Revo arms. Pretty sure this is just all fifth scale stuff. Yep. Trying to make a better But yeah, so I got Fisker motors in there, front and rear of an Outcast 8S in there, aluminum bulkheads for a what are these? For the DBXL. You can also use it on an MTXL. My blown up starter box, fuel tanks. Like I said, this is the front of a Outcast. The center brace, all that stuff. So we're gonna at least put the pipe in there so it's not just eating up space on the shelf. Here's the never used, never seen dirt chassis for a Creighton Ada because I made it into a Mega Creighton. So that's never even seen dirt. It's a brand new chassis. Actually, might hang that up just because it's a pretty chassis. Anything else I need to put in here before I go? It's all Fisker stuff. I got Baja parts in there. I actually have a gas tank for a 5B in there. Servo boxes for a 5B. What's in the box? I appreciate it. It's a pop filter from my mic. I remember that whole front end for the Outcast is in there. The whole diff and everything. It's a Fisker motor. I was actually looking for that the other day. This stand. Well, 50 kV. This might be. Oh, you know what this is from? This used to be. This was the stock motor in my original Outcast 8S, and this is from the original Creighton EXB because I put this in there. I remember I had to cut it and stuff to make it fit right, and then grind the bottom so it didn't hit the chassis, or so I could slide it on. That's what that's from. And this is the stock ESC. Still works, which is crazy. Was a beast though in that setup. I never ran it on 8S. I always ran it on 6S, but the air control and stuff is really, really good with this setup in there. It's a good cleaning. It's filthy. Where I have a whole container full of these. They're on the other side of the garage. And it's Outcast 8S chassis. Light use. So I've worked on a truck for somebody, like an RC truck, and he gave me a roller Outcast original RTR. So I took it apart. That's what that front end's from. Took it apart for parts and just have the chassis laying around. I might take the wings off and mount this on the wall too, along with the Creighton one. And screen I like to keep around. Again, I like to cover my ESC fans with screen. Keep gunk from getting in there. My beer belt from Pit Viper holds 6-pack. Speaking of that, here's if you can. Make a clock out of it. Which one? The Outcast or the Creighton? Like I said, this is a brand new Creighton chassis. Never seen dirt. Like, doesn't even have a scratch on it. I used it to make the Mega Creighton. Then this is the Outcast one. Stock RTR. Take those side skirts off though. Sell it. How much are they going for right now? Well, this is a good chassis too. I think the hold on. I said this a while back. I think the stock RTR Outcast chassis is stronger than the EXB one. At least when they first came out. I know it's made with less quality or lower quality aluminum, but I've seen countless people I know personally bend the EXB Outcast chassis, and I had this chassis from day one on my original. This isn't the original one, and never bent it. Never had an issue with it. I think it's because of these indents they put in it to stiffen it up. So it might be a lesser metal quality wise, but I think this made it rigid enough where it didn't bend. And I know countless people that bent the original Outcast EXP chassis. That's a hot take. I know people will call me stupid and yell at me for that, but I stand by it. Yeah, the EXP chassis probably $100. But part of me says like keep it. Maybe one day make a Creighton because you guys see all the parts I have. I might be able just to make a Creighton with spare parts because I got a whole front bulkhead there with a diff in it. I have a whole center diff sitting there and a rear diff with a bulkhead. Make like a Frankenstein build. Make a clock out of a clean one. It's a pretty chassis. It's funny. It's never even seen dirt, man. This one's seen a little bit of dirt. Again, it was gifted to me as a roller, and all I did was take the parts off of it. Very little use though. You can see very little scrapes on it and stuff. That's where a lot of the parts came from. Build a crate and then send it to you. Yeah, or do a giveaway. Giveaways, I feel like would just cause a lot of drama and issues, man. I would love to do one, but logistically and trying to figure, I don't know, dude. And then like if it's something I built and they have an issue and they try to come to me like this is a piece of shit or this and that, like you better off just doing a new one and not have to deal with it. Plus, a lot of the parts I'd use are parts I keep on hand purposely for the stuff I run. I'd be out of parts for myself. Because if I built this to run and then I needed a part for something else, I'd just take it from it. And I know people like doing a giveaway, you can get a lot of subs and stuff, but like I feel like that's kind of like cheating because once the giveaway is done, it's not like they watch your videos anymore. Not saying like giveaways are bad. I think it's cool. You take care of your community, but inevitably you're gonna get people that don't even know you. They're just there for the free thing, and if they don't get it, they never watch you again, and that doesn't help your analytics at all. You can have a million subs, but if you get 100 views, it doesn't mean nothing. I stick to my like couple my 3,000 and get anywhere between like 3 to 1,000 views a video, then have a million subs and get 100 views. It's all you, up to you at the end of it, but they would mean more built by a person that runs bashers than a mass production. No, I got you. No, I appreciate what you're saying. I get it. Like the Beardsley setup, you know, is a pretty chassis. I'd like the stock RTR Outcast one too. I might hang this next to the TV. I total so many limitless RC cars speed running. I have tons of parts for them. I know. I think it was 15 rollers total. Yeah, dude. Like the parts and stuff add up after a while. Like you look and you're like, holy shit, I can build like two complete running vehicles now. Let me go put this torque wrench away in the correct toolbox. You to buy a roller at one point, then repair them $3.99 each. Yeah, for sure. So that's the top of the bench. This first shelf. I'm gonna tackle this side on the bottom where my Outcast 8S lives. Also, if you have all the electronics too and motor. Yeah, I got the stock one from my original Outcast that still works. Then I have the stuff that came out of the um, Red Cat Vigilante. Sure, I have another one somewhere. But yeah, if I was doing a building this or giveaway, I wouldn't use those because who knows how much longevity is left in those things. I have. Oh, I know where it is. The motor and ESC from this Creighton. Um, I put it in my electric converter Baja. It's actually right behind me. This. Yeah, I put that motor and ESC in here because I used to have an 800 kV Hobby Wing set up, but I put that in something else because it was overkill for this. And then I had that stock motor and ESC from the Creighton I bought just to make it a Mega Creighton. So I put that motor and ESC in this electric Baja. The winner can get their own. No, I get it. You just sell it, like, give away a roller. But the sad part is the parts I'd use for it are, like, used. You know what I mean? They're good parts, but it won't be, like, pretty. Hell yeah. I think that's good for now. Still got to tackle these two shelves here. This top shelf over here won't be too bad because that's just all, like, my main rig parts and the Outcast parts are here. I just have to line those up. This bottom shelf, I have to figure out what's in that black bin. Who knows? And then Outcast will probably just live there still. Then I have that tool bag there that needs to be gone through. That is filled with ratchet straps. That's the brand new MTXL body still in the bag. I was thinking about selling the MTXL. I have it posted, but I have no bites on it yet. Just for room. How long have we been live? Oh, 2 hours. Pretty decent. Nice little live. Not too bad. Not too bad. But I figured I'd go live and shoot you guys while I did some organizing. And plus, I kind of like to show you guys because this is like the view you see, or this, or that. Like, you really don't see much of like the whole work area I got. So a little behind the scenes, a little look of the Shep Beardsley setup. Oh, we talked about the sledge earlier. I have the stock chassis hanging on the wall over there. Or a room to make RC space out of. I only have the bedroom I rent, so I work on them. Yeah, dude, I get it. I used to work on them in my dining room table, um, and had like no room. And then I went from that to a 10 by 10 shed at my old house. Um, some of you guys remember that. It's small, but I had a bench in there and I made it work. I fit a lot of stuff in that little shed. And then when I moved, I had a garage built. So I get it. Working on this real small area for sure, dude. Hell, when I used to work on them on my dining room table, I didn't even have like a regular screw handle Allens. I used the ones that came with it, the little angle ones, and all by hand. Yeah, dude. A lot of time, dude. Oh, look at Earl's setup. He has a garage, but most of his videos are filmed in like a room, I'm pretty sure, on that table. Like he has a garage, but I don't think he has like a whole setup out there. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it there. Pretty decent, 2 hours in. Got at least the top and this shelf over here done. And my top of my toolbox, where most of the tools are done. Just have this area here to do. We're pretty we're pretty good. Need to do a good sweep. You work at your storage unit right now, as my place is under construction for the last 2 years. Yeah, see? Yeah, dude, nothing wrong with that. You make it work. Lauren, appreciate you. Earl, appreciate you too. All you guys. Everybody showed up for the live. Like I said, nothing crazy, but I was like, screw it, let's do a live. Let's do some organizing. Let's chat some RC. Earl, I'm gonna go watch that Italian video that you posted. If you guys don't know, Earl, go check him out. He's got Italian. He's a good dude. You can take his word for it. If he has something to say about something, he's a good guy. But yeah, wherever you guys are in the world, have a good morning, afternoon, or night. I'll catch you guys soon. I really want to go play with my Notorious again. 6S stunt truck. It's untouchable. I don't care what anybody says. You do have a room. Could be homeless in there. Yeah, yeah, dude. Exactly. Work your way up, man. Nothing wrong with that. So again, wherever you guys are in the world, have a good morning, afternoon, or night.